of new technology for rice production in Sri Lanka. First of all, I'll just give you an explanation about the contents. The contents includes the rice production in Sri Lanka. Rice production in Sri Lanka is an important factor. Rice millers in Sri Lanka, the cost of production in Sri Lanka per kilo of rice, the milling process in Sri Lanka, the past milling process, the present milling process, and the future milling process. And I'll explain you how it suits to the business. When you look at the rice production in Sri Lanka, rice is an important factor in Sri Lanka. You can aim for high quality of rice than high quantity of rice, because Sri Lanka has a good high quality of water. If you have high quality of water, you get high quality of rice as well. There are two production seasons in Sri Lanka, where you can say it's Yala and Maha. Yala, it occurs during the month of August to September. Maha, it occurs during the month of February to March. During Yala, you can see the amount for metric ton. It's 560,000 metric tons. And during Maha, it's 310,000 metric tons. And when you look at the rice millers in Sri Lanka, that is the share among the rice millers in Sri Lanka, the wealth they have. When you look at the wealth, the market leaders are Nipuna Rice Mill, Lakbima and Laksa had, because Nipuna has 25% of the shares among the other millers, whereas Lakbima has 20% of the share among the other millers, with Laksa 15%. But the other 40% is among all the other millers which are available in the country. When you look at the cost of the production of rice, you can look during the past 2 decades, the cost of the rice was very high. It was 12 rupees per kilogram. The present means now it's 10 rupees per kilogram, and for the future it will be 7 rupees per kilogram. When you look at the labor, during the past season, the labor cost was very high, very much high. It was 5 rupees during the past, and electricity was 3 rupees per kilogram, whereas raw materials is 4 rupees per kilogram. When you look at the present, it's 3, 5 and 2. In the future, it's 2, 3 and 2. When you look at the milling process in Sri Lanka, this milling process is called the one-step milling process. It's one-step milling process. This is commercial milling process. This is end-to-end integrated milling system. I'll explain you further deeply among each by one. When you look at the past milling process is said as the one-step milling process, where it gives the paddy, and the paddy is used to the pestle machine. And from the pestle machine, it removes the husk of the paddy, and it cleans the husk. It cleans a bit of husk, and when they punch it, it becomes to a broken rice, and it's called low quality rice during the past milling process. When you look at the past milling process, with the past milling process, there was less competition as well, because they didn't have much competitors among the country. But when you look at the lack of production, they don't have much enough of paddy to give lack of production. And technology is just a pestle machine, so there is no much enough of technologies available. When you look at the present milling process, this is the large scale millers, medium scale millers, and the small scale millers. Where the large scale millers is just 15%, the medium scale millers is 30%, there are a high number of 55% of small scale millers. Because the small scale millers are very high, because they are in lack amount of technology. They didn't have enough amount of technology. When you look at the present rice milling process, that's called a paddy cleaner. A paddy cleaner, it removes the husk and it cleans the paddies. It generates only for 24 months. After 24 months, we have to change the parts of it. That means the broken parts. It's very much high cost of changing a part than buying machinery. When you look at this is called a stoner, which cleans the rice and which takes the stones out. That lasts only for 12 months, for 1 year. And it's an husker, where it lasts only for 1 year, and it's a grader, it lasts only for 1 year as well. But these two are called, this is paddy separator and this is memory polisher. This can be washed for about 3 to 4, it can be washed for a long time. You can, for about 10 years also it can be washed because the parts of it is not much high compared to the others. When you look at the machinery life cycle, a machine stays up to a maturity stage. After that, when you look at the years, no machines will go among 2 years, furthermore among 2 years. Therefore, you need to go along with the future technology. You have to change your products, you have to upgrade your products. When you look at the present rice milling process, it's high production cost because of the vast number of machines and the electricity charges and with the labor charges as well. So the production cost is very much high. When you look at only certain millers can afford the cost, only certain millers, only large scale organization can afford the cost. Only certain millers can produce high quality rice. Only certain millers, of course, only certain millers can produce high quality rice because of the amount of technology they have. But when you look at the high fixed cost, it's a risk of production if it is not high. If the production is not high, the fixed cost will be because of the fixed cost is very high. If the production is not high, you will be falling into a loss. When you look at the future rice milling process, this is an 18 milling integrated unit. This is one machine which is called rubber roll husker. It's a 6 milling integrated unit. When you look at the future milling process, future milling rice milling process, the cost of a rice miller, for a rice miller the cost is very much high. Therefore, they have to reduce their cost to compete in the market. Therefore, they can go with a future milling rice milling process where it is 18 integrated system milling. It can be stored in a single place, a 12 by 12 place, and they can start their production. It's very much complicated. It has given a low production cost. It has given a low production cost because the current electricity will be very much reduced, and enough storage. Don't need enough storage for machineries. As I said, every rice millers can afford the cost. Even the small scale millers, they can afford their cost. Therefore, it's very much worth for them. So they can become one of the large scale industry as well. They can move towards the large scale industry as well. When you look at the suitability part, I've been working for 5 years in my own firm. So with the sophisticated machineries, it can reduce the cost. It can reduce the cost. If it is reduced the cost, the production cost will be very low. When the production cost is very low, the rice millers can afford their cost and they can go with much innovative. If they have to go with much innovative technologies. If they are with innovative technologies, their production cost will be very low. Therefore, they can compete through the market, through their competitors. Need efficient production techniques, capital intensive. That is where you can go with technologies than the labor. You reduce your labor, and if you go with technologies, the cost of the production will be very low. It's only one-time cost. Only for machinery is important because of I'm having a high number of market share in the machinery field. Therefore, I can import with I can produce more number of innovative technologies to compete through the market. And a special feature to have a competitive advantage for rice mills, small scale industries, they have to change their branding and packaging to a certain limit, certain extent. Therefore, they can compete with other rice millers, and they have to mainly focus on the cost focus strategy. Cost focus strategy is if you reduce the cost. That's my main idea. If they reduce the cost, they can afford with the rice milling and they can produce high quality rice. This is my references I provided for you. Any questions? Thank you.